What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Lindsey Stirling. And indeed, we're going to listen to some non-holiday Lindsey Stirling. Now, I've done that on my Patreon already. In fact, I already reacted to a tune and a music video from this album, Duality 2024. And indeed, I reacted to the video for Untamed. Now, my understanding is the video for Untamed only came out earlier this year, even though the album, as I said, is from 2024. But yes, I recently saw Lindsey at a concert a couple weeks ago, and at some point in the coming days, I'm going to put a vlog that I took of the concert, which features most of the concert. Like, the way the Greek theater in LA is structured is, it's a steeper slant, so pretty much every row, no matter how far back you sit, has a good view of the stage. So I was able to record while still watching the concert with my own eyes. So the point is, I got footage of most of the concert, so I'm looking forward to posting the vlog, but I also have acquired a couple of her albums. I think Duality here is the most recent one, 2024. I did also get a copy of her debut self-titled album, 2012, so obviously, a dozen years is a reasonable time span, and I believe she has a number of albums in between then, so we'll see about acquiring those over time. In any case, we're just going to go through this album in order. The first tune, and indeed, as far as I know, the only tune I've heard on this album is Untamed, so these will all be new experiences. The first track is called Evil Twin, and for an album titled Duality, it seems like that's a very conceptual start. The idea of someone who is identical in every way, except they have a skewed or inverse morality and ethics, and they are not actually a source of light and good, but of evil and darkness. So I'm wondering whether this track might have two sides to it, whether it might be elegant and then get heavier and darker, so that would be my thought. I don't expect it to have lyrics. Now, having said that, at least a couple of the songs when I saw Lindsey live a couple weeks ago featured a vocalist, and on one of the tracks she did all the singing herself. Now there was another, in fact I think there might have been two others where there was a guest vocalist who came out and sung, but I know she does sing sometimes. So either way, let's give it a listen. This is Lindsey Stirling, the track is Evil Twin, and it's the opening track on her 2024 album Duality. So yes, definitely a bit of that two-sided balance between elegance and melody and heavy percussion and wicked sounds. So I think Evil Twin was very conceptually articulated well in the Sonics. But yes, definitely a blend of like that modern classical sound with a bit of a like, I don't know, dubstep sort of vibe in terms of that heavy percussion or the sections with the heavy syncopated percussion. I do enjoy, there's also this like heavy metallic kind of drone sound that would precede the heavy like beat percussion sections. Obviously it's not just Lindsey's violin, but even just with Lindsey's violin, there's the elegant bowed work as well as the more dramatic bowed work, but also the like pizzicato, like plucked strings, and I think there's also, well, there definitely is also guitar and drums, and I'm forgetting their names, but when I saw her in concert, she mentioned that the guitarist that she performs with has been part of her musical setup going back like a decade or so. She said, he's been part of her musical output for a long time, and also the drummer, she gave a special shout out. I mean, she gave a shout out to everyone, all the dancers, the other performers, so that was cool to see. But yes, definitely the guitar features very prominently here. I think there's also like chimes or bells in there. I did wonder if there was like a backing vocal, but I think maybe that was like actually a guitar with a bit of a like vocal quality to it. But yeah, really awesome opener for the album. All the fantasy and epic drama that I saw in her concert, and secondarily, a bit of an Eastern vibe on this one, certainly like in the heavier, like darker sections. So yeah, just a really cool opener. I'm looking forward to more from the album. The next one when we come back is Eye of the Untold Her, which I enjoy. A bit of play on words there. We'll see what that's about next time. Let me know what you think, and I will see you then. Peace.